All right, so you've probably spent a ton of time learning programming theory, right? But if you ever just wanted to, I don't know, turn all that theory into something real, something you can actually touch and interact with, well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to walk through the blueprint for building your very first REST API using the super popular Spring Boot framework. Let's dive in.
And this, right here, is the whole point. Seriously. Because reading about tech is one thing, but the best way, really, the only way to make it all click, is to get your hands dirty and build something. A hands-on project is where all that knowledge actually starts to mean something. You know, every great project, whether it's a skyscraper or just a simple app, it always starts with a blueprint. So before we even think about writing a single line of code, let's get a bird's eye view. What are we actually building here? And how do all the pieces fit together? And here it is. Believe it or not, this simple little diagram, that's our entire architecture. Over on the left, you've got the student database. That's where all our data lives. In the middle, the real brains of the operation, our Spring Boot REST controller. And on the right, the way it talks to the rest of the world, a JSON response. So the key takeaway is that our controller is kind of like the ultimate middleman between our data and the user.
So what exactly is a REST controller? Well, the easiest way to think about it is as the control panel for our app. It's the public-facing part with all the buttons and levers that anyone on the outside can use. It lets them interact with our system without ever needing to know about all the complicated stuff, the database and machinery working behind the scenes.
Okay, so we've got our blueprint. Now let's talk about the foundation, the thing this is all built on, our data. I mean, before our API can manage anything, we first have to tell it what that anything even looks like. For this project, that means we need to define what a student is.
And we're going to keep it super simple. A student is just four things: a unique ID, a first name, a last name, and their major. That's it. And what's really cool is that in a modern framework like Spring Boot, we just define this simple little structure, and the framework does all the heavy lifting of connecting it to our database tables for us. Pretty awesome, right? Okay, so we have our blueprint, and we've defined what our data looks like. But that brings up a really important question, doesn't it? How does a user, or maybe another application, actually get to this data? How do they create a new student or change an old one? How do they use our control panel? And that question leads us right to the heart of our project, building the API itself. This is where we create the specific URLs, we call them endpoints, that are going to act like the doors and windows into our application, letting the outside world come in and interact with our student data. This cable shows you the core pattern of pretty much any REST API. We're just combining a standard action, an HTTP method, with a path to our resource. So, want to create a new student? You use post. Want to get all the students? You use get. By pairing these universal verbs with our /students path, we create an interface that's clean, predictable, and makes total sense to developers everywhere. It's like a universal language. Now for my favorite part. The test drive. This is the moment where we get to prove that everything we've designed actually works. We're going to see our API come to life by testing out our endpoints with a super popular developer tool called Postman.
These four operations, create, read, update, and delete, are so fundamental to programming that they have their own famous acronym, CRUD. Just about every data-driven app you've ever used, from your social media feed to your online bank account, is built around these four core actions. And our API is going to support every single one of them.
And using a tool like Postman is so cool because it feels like you're becoming your application's very first user. You get to build a request to create a student, you hit send, and you see that JSON response come flying back from your app, confirming that, yep, it's in the database, it's that moment of truth where it all becomes real.
And just like that, we've basically crossed the finish line. We went from a simple little diagram all the way to a fully thought-out, functional API. Let's just take a second to appreciate what we've conceptually built here.
So there you have it. Your very first Spring Boot API project is, for all intents and purposes, ready to go. You've designed the data, you've defined the API endpoints for all the core operations, and you have a solid plan for how to test it. You've built a complete end-to-end service. That's a huge milestone. So this all leaves us with one final and pretty exciting question. You now have the blueprint for creating a powerful back-end service. You can literally manage any kind of data you can think of: books, movies, products, you name it. The foundation is there. The only question left is, what will you build next?